Hey guys, so today you're going to work on the percents, decimals, and credit cards assignment, section 3. And if you can't find that assignment in your Google Drive, here is a link that will take you directly to it. Okay, so today we're going to focus on calculating APR. And APR is a very unique fee for credit card companies. It's the fee that they charge just for using the credit card. So it's not like a late fee or default fee or a purchase fee or a balance transfer fee. You're going to pay the APR no matter what. If you use the card, you're going to pay the APR. And APR stands for annual percentage rate. So that means that however much you spend on your credit card that year, they're going to charge you an extra 30 to 25% each year on top of your purchases. So that 13 to 25% is like the using fee. Like if you use it, you're going to pay an extra 30 or 13 to 25% extra. All right. So because that's an annual percentage, credit card companies have two different options on how they break that percentage up to make sure that you're paying it each and every month. They can take that annual percentage rate and break it up so they are applying like a monthly rate that will add up to 13 to 25% each month or each year, or they can break it up per day. So that way you're paying that annual percentage rate over the course of 365 days. That would add up to 13 to 25% each year. So we're going to take a look on what your credit card bill would be if you have a credit card company that applies the APR once a month. And we're going to look at what your bill would be if you have a credit card company that applies your APR daily and adds up that for your monthly statement. Okay, so we'll kind of be doing some comparing and contrasting today. All right, I'll erase this so we have some room. We're going to do 6A and B and 7A and B together. So that way you guys have some free answers and you know how to do the rest by yourself. Okay, so we have our APR right here. And remember, this is our annual percentage rate. So to figure out how much we would pay extra for using our card each month, we're going to take the annual percentage rate, the amount you're charged per year, divided by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. And we want to figure out what that percentage rate would be per month. Okay, so when I do that, I get 1.48%, depending on how you round. So that's how much I'm being charged per month just to use my card. All right, in order to figure out my total bill that month, I'm first going to have to convert this percent into a decimal. And when I do that, I get 0.0148. All right, now that I have my decimal, I'm going to multiply my decimal by my balance. And this will tell me how much extra I'm being charged that month just for using my card. And it looks like this month I'm being charged an extra $8.76. Okay, so that's how much extra I'm being charged. In order to figure out like how much total I'm paying on my balance, I got to add my original balance. And when I do that, I get $600.76. All right, we're going to do another example together so that way you guys get some free answers and you know how to do the rest by yourself. Okay. My APR is 13.04. To figure out what that would be per month, I'm just going to divide it by 12. When I do that, I get 1.086% per month. Okay, so that's my monthly charge just for using my card. In order to figure out my balance, I got to convert that percent into a decimal, and when I do that, I get 0.01086. Okay, now I have to figure out how much extra I'm being charged for using my card, and in order to do that, I'm going to take my decimal multiplied by my balance right here. I am being charged an extra $19.30. $0.38 just for using my card this month. Remember, that's how much extra I'm paying. So to figure out my balance, I have to add my extra fee to my original balance. When I do that, I get $1,803.38, depending on how you round. All right, so that's kind of what it would look like if your credit card company applies that APR monthly. Here's what it might look like if they apply it daily. So because we're applying it daily, instead of dividing by 12, we're going to divide by 365 because there are 365 days in a year. And that's going to tell us what that percentage rate would be per day. So I'm going to take my 16.83 divided by 365 and I get 0.046%. That's a tiny percent. I'm going to have to convert this to a decimal just like I did with per month. In order to do that, I'm going to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. When I do that, I'm going to get 0.00046, tiny little decimal. So just be careful when you type these ones into your calculator because there are so many zeros, it's kind of easy to lose track. All right, so I'm going to take that teeny tiny decimal point and I'm going to multiply it by my balance. That's going to tell me how much extra I'm being charged per day in that billing cycle or that month. Oops. And when I do that, I get 0.178. All right, so that's how much I'm being charged per day in that billing cycle. The billing cycle is usually 30 days. Okay, so in order to figure out how much total I'm being charged at the end of the month for using my card, I have to take my answer right here times 30. And when I do that, I get $5.36. So that's how much extra I'm being charged by the end of the month. I need to add that to my original balance, which is $388. When I do that, I get $393.36. All right. We're going to do the same thing, except with different numbers for 7B. That way you get those free answers and you feel a little bit more confident on doing the rest by yourself. Oops. Okay, so taking that APR, dividing it by 365 because there are 365 days in a year, 23.13 divided by 365. And I am being charged 0.063% per day in that billing cycle just to use my card. When I make this into a decimal, I get there we go, 0.00063, teeny tiny decimal. All right, in order to figure out how much I am being charged per day in that billing cycle, I'm going to take my teeny tiny decimal, very carefully type it into my calculator, multiply it by 826, my balance for that month. Okay, so I'm being charged roughly 52 cents per day in that billing cycle just for using my card. So that's per day of my billing cycle. There are 30 days in that billing cycle, so I'm going to multiply my answer by 30. When I do that, I get $15.70. That's how much extra I'm being charged on top of my purchases. So in order to find my total, I just have to add my extra fee, $15.70, add it to my balance of $826, and I get $841.70. All right. If you guys have any questions as you work, feel free to ask. You can always email or call or text that Google Voice phone number. This one's a little more complicated, and so if you would like it, like an additional video tutorial to help you out with the rest, feel free to ask. I'd be more than happy to do that. See you later, guys.